I never told you. Did he?
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the plot points, characters, and moments from House of the Dragon Season 1 that you should keep in mind before Season 2.
No. I want you to put out your eye. It's payment for mine.
Number 10. The Greens. First of all, it's important to remember the major factions, beginning with the Greens. The currently crowned king in King's Landing is Aegon Targaryen II.
Aegon the King!
The Slimeball's biggest supporters include his immediate family, such as his mother, Dowager Queen Alicent, and his grandfather, Otto Hightower. Then there are siblings like his sister-wife, Helaena, and his fearsome brother, Aemond One-Eye.
Why would you say such a thing before these people?
I was merely expressing how proud I am of my family, Mother.
Criston Cole, the Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, is another close supporter, as is Larys Strong, noted torturer and spy master. The Greens also have considerable support from major houses, including houses Lannister, Baratheon, Strong, and of course, Hightower. Going into Season 2, the Greens have the edge in manpower and among the people, since Aegon sits on the Iron Throne. Number 9. The Blacks. Opposing the Greens is a faction led by Queen Rhaenyra, Aegon's elder half-sister, called the Blacks. Rhaenyra may not reign from the throne, but she has both the late King Viserys' blessing and his crown.
My queen.
Her biggest supporters include her husband Uncle Daemon, as well as his daughters Baela and Rhaena. The girl's grandparents, Lord Corlys Velaryon, a mighty admiral, and Princess Rhaenys, an experienced dragon rider, are also major players.
I should take Maelys and patrol the gullet myself.
Additionally, Rhaenyra's heir and eldest son Jacaerys Velaryon, whose parentage is contested. Unfortunately, the Blacks enjoy less support among the major houses. However, while they have other advantages, more on that later, they're hoping to drum up support.
We must remind these lords of the oaths they swore. And the cost of breaking them.
Number 8. Familiar houses. For as much as House of the Dragon feels familiar to fans of Game of Thrones, some of the major families from the original series have been notably absent thus far. Easily the most notable of these is House Stark. In recruiting allies to their side, neither the Greens nor the Blacks can ignore the Lord of Winterfell.
I, Rickon Stark, Lord of Winterfell.
Additionally, other major houses like the Tyrells, the Arryns, and the Tullys remain undeclared for either side so far. Plus, who knows what perpetual wildcards like the Ironborn will do? How many of them we'll see in Season 2 is still unknown, but we look forward to seeing them and their familiar locations again.
Go to it then.
Number 7. Helenas Prophecies. Helaena is overshadowed by her brothers, Aemond and Aegon, in Season 1 of House of the Dragon. However, given her soft-spokenness and odd behavior, that's understandable. But just because she's odd doesn't mean Helaena isn't worth paying attention to. Several of the seemingly random things that Helaena says are actually portents of future events.
You will have a dragon one day.
You'll have to close an eye.
During Season 1, she predicts Aemond losing an eye and gaining a dragon, as well as the factions' names of Green and Black.
Spool of green, spool of black.
Helena's beast beneath the boards may also refer to Rhaenys erupting from beneath her brother-husband's coronation.
Your father.
There is a beast beneath the boards.
So while her family may pay her no mind, the audience should definitely listen to whatever Helaena says in Season 2.
If one possesses a thing, the other will take it away.
Number 6. Allisons' Third Son. Helaena is not the only one of Alicent's children to be overlooked. Now, we can all hear you saying, Alicent has a fourth child? Did we miss something? Yes, technically, but so did the show.
The Queen commands you to leave the Godswood at once.
Alicent's youngest son with King Viserys is named Daeron Targaryen. In the books, the boy is sent to Oldtown to serve as cupbearer to Alicent's uncle Hobart, the Lord Hightower.
Then it lies with you to make him say it.
Although Hobart is now dead, Daeron presumably still lives there. According to George R.R. Martin, Daeron is canon to the TV series. While there's no word on if Darren will appear in Season 2, it's good to keep him in mind, particularly if anything should happen to his brothers.
Is our father truly dead?
Yes. And they're going to make you king.
Number 5. A twin on both sides. The coming war has divided more families than just the Targaryens. Eric and Eric Cargyle are twins who both served on the Kingsguard under King Viserys. However, Eric becomes disillusioned with the idea of serving Aegon, as he is disgusted by the hedonistic and cruel would-be king.
You see now what he is.
Instead, he frees Rhaenys and takes the crown of Viserys to Rhaenyra, joining her Queensguard.
With me, Princess. I cannot let this treachery stand.
With each twin on different sides, a face-off between them seems inevitable. Also, the fact that both monarchs are served by identical guards could lead to some dangerous schemes.
I swear to ward the Queen.
Number 4. The Song of Ice and Fire. In the series premiere of House of the Dragon, King Viserys explains to Rhaenyra that the first Targaryen king of Westeros, Aegon the Conqueror, had a dream. In that dream, he foresaw that a great threat would come from the north.
'Tis to begin with a terrible winter, gusting out of the distant north.
While his dream and the dagger it's inscribed on are relevant in Game of Thrones, it's also been important in House of the Dragon. Rhaenyra and Viserys' discussion of the Song of Ice and Fire partially acts as the source of Alicent's decision to put her son on the throne instead of Rhaenyra, due to a misunderstanding in Viserys' final moments.
It is true. What he saw in the north.
Whether the song is sung again during House of the Dragon or its words are forgotten by the characters, it's crucial that we remember its significance.
A Song of Ice and Fire.
What?
Number 3. Wild and Unclaimed Dragons. As we alluded to previously, while the Blacks may not have manpower in this war, they are currently ahead in another way: dragon power.
Your cause owns a power that has not been seen in this world since the days of old Valyria. Dragons.
As Daemon points out, finding riders for the wild dragons and the dragons whose riders are deceased will be paramount to the Blacks' war effort.
Daemon, none of our dragons have been to war.
There are also unclaimed dragons.
While most of the noble characters with Targaryen blood have dragons, not all of them do. Even so, that still leaves a few dragons in need of riders. And since Targaryens, like other houses, aren't always known for their fidelity, well, the Blacks know who to recruit. Number 2. The Queen's Friendship. Despite all the animosity and mutual bad blood between them, Alicent and Rhaenyra were friends as young women. They were as close friends as could be since their fathers worked so closely together.
Mine own father does not know the language of girls either.
Tragically, through misunderstandings, lies, and Alicent becoming Rhaenyra's stepmother, the two grow to hate each other.
My father is no gossip.
Well, certainly he's been misled. He could not have witnessed such a thing.
The two queens do attempt to reconcile as adults, for the sake of their children and for their past friendship. Alicent even reminds Rhaenyra of a childhood memory, hoping to avert any war between them. However, after the death of Lucerys, we doubt that Rhaenyra is feeling as forgiving now. Still, who knows? Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. There will be fire and blood. The Targaryen house words are fire and blood, and there will certainly be a lot of both going forward. Dragons are essentially flying, intelligent siege weapons, and they are the greatest power in Westeros.
Where are you?
While there are strategies that can be used against them, if armies are caught unprepared, they're toast. Additionally, dragons will fight dragons in the coming conflict. While we've gotten a taste of aerial combat, we're sure to see much more of it in the future. The war in House of the Dragons is among the most pivotal events in the history of Westeros, and they don't call it the Dance of Dragons for nothing. Is there something from House of the Dragon's first season we forgot to mention? Remind us in the comments.
Who are you?
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.